So we got the first official trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps. And it's a long time coming, obviously. People, for the longest time we were waiting for the cast announcement. We were waiting for a synopsis. We were waiting for so many things. We're so far along now where it's coming out in July. We have the official trailer. Up to this point, we had like little teasers. We had the main teaser. We had little teasers. We had promotional things. But now we have the official trailer. So there's a few things that I want to talk about specifically. There's a lot of different Easter eggs that we could talk about, but we could cover that in another video. The main points I want to point out in this trailer, just based off my first reactions from seeing this, we get the scene that they put out over on X, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere, of the scene of Johnny Storm saying to both Sue and Reed, you're late for dinner, and that's because he finds out that she is pregnant now. Her being pregnant was rumored, theorized for a while, and I think it was even leaked at some point that she was pregnant. But it is coming to truth, and we also that little doomsday leak that there was like some speculation that the son was going to be there, the son of Sue. So that's a really interesting component that we're going to be seeing that we haven't seen in the Fantastic Four iterations yet. Now, granted, we've only had a few, but here's more of what we see. We see the reveal, and I know this is problematic to some people, but I will cover this in another video. We see the reveal of the Silver Surfer, only she is played by Julia Gardner. So we'll jump into that in another video. Basically, it's a different version of Silver Surfer. It's not Norrin Radd. Some things that I really liked at the end of the trailer really showed was the powers of each of the Fantastic Four. So of course we see Johnny be the Human Torch, flame on. We see the Thing running through buildings or picking up cars. We see Sue Storm kind of use her invisibility. It seems like she's going towards that. And of course, we see Reed Richards, stretchy, elastic, which a lot of people wanted to see. It could be done in a very, kind of janky way, a little. It might not look good in some cases, but it looks pretty good here. I really liked it. I'm liking what I've seen so far. I'm not going to lie. The trailer does a great job at showing the turmoil, so it has been rumored and maybe leaked. So if you don't want any type of maybe potential spoilers for the Fantastic Four, I would click off now. But the theory, the rumor, the leak, whatever you want to call it at this point, it is said that their universe will be destroyed because it does not take place in Earth 616, if you didn't know. So the rumor is they're going to travel to the MCU because, again, this movie takes place in, I believe, the 1950s. So, and it's also been said by the directors, actors, writers. I don't know who has really been said by, but they are the only superheroes in their universe. So that brings us to this. The trailer highlights so much of how happy it seems the world is, the universe is. The fans love the Thing. They're really excited to see the Thing. Then, of course, Reed says, the smartest man in the world. He says, I don't know. He's, the first time, when the smartest man in the world is telling you he doesn't know what to do, it's a little alarming. So it's really showcasing maybe the downfall of their universe. So I don't know if we're going to be attached to this universe in any way, if we're only going to see maybe one movie with them, maybe even less. And of course, one of the things we have to highlight is Galactus. We saw a few shots of Galactus. Now we saw the shadow of Galactus, just seeing how big he is. We saw the back of his head, but now we see his footsteps stepping over cars, stepping over streets, lampposts, people, everything. They're really doing a good job, I believe, at getting us excited for Galactus. Maybe it's a hard thing to do, to get us excited for it when they can't really show much. And I honestly hope they don't show much. But of course, there is that looming threat that I'm going to talk about in another video involving Doctor Doom. But I really like how the cast looks. I am really a fan of the suits right now. I'm excited. There's certain comments that, people aren't too happy about. But I've most of all really liked the movie so far of what I've seen. But we're going to get into it more. It's actually, at the time of making this, on the 18th at 8:30 at night, it's number 2 trending with 14 million views on the Marvel YouTube page. Let me know if you're excited for the Fantastic Four.